5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smurf.
Woo! Alright. So this is Mr. Bones. And in this game, you're Mr. Bones. And you play your guitar.
Probably the worst controller to hold with long nails.
Oh god! Yeah, I can't even imagine, actually.
It has a dip, like, right where the D-pad is.
And it's got a div in the fucking buttons, too.
The buttons are fine, but the D-pad is... Yeah.
Yeah, it's really concaved.
Hey, just go ahead and give an intro. Rollin deep,
Oh,
Mr. Bones.
so yeah, and this is basically an auto-scroller that fucking sucks ass. The rest of the game rolls deep, but this level sucks. And pretty much we have to roll over the right here real slowly, and we may or may not lose or gain a bunch of time. And then there's that's how it's going down. Yeah. Another thing is like we could get to the very end of this auto scroller here and just die, and there's nothing we can do about it, and that sucks ass because you have to do the whole auto scroller again. Woo. Worth noting is I found a glitch that does nothing but hurt you and kill you faster. As well as some other like buggy visual stuff, but no way to actually skip this section of the game, unfortunately. Music is alright though. It's probably one of the most uneventful songs in the game though, to be fair. Oh, I don't know. You got like some ambient noises later on as well. It's nothing too exciting going on. These guys hit you with some blue balls, kind of like in A Link to the Past. These guys are the agonim of Mr. Bones, except the blue balls may or may not cause time gain or time loss. I don't even know. Lucas! Oh shit. Oh shit! Ah! Alright, that's some time loss. I think that the most consistent way to not lose a bunch of time here seems to be to kind of just stay as far to the right as possible and minimize your jumping and getting hit. It seems like if you jump really, really high or take a bunch of damage like that, then you just lose a bunch of time because the game lags really hard. Although I can't necessarily 100% attribute it to that. Also, pressing B like that seems to lose you time too. It seems like my game is being really, it's like chopping, screwing it up right now.
No.
It's not good. Probably losing hell of time, to be honest. Can't really tell until you get to the end of the level, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a chance to soft lock. I made it through.
Yeah, so like I definitely lost a ton of time here, because like it took me significantly longer to make it through, and as you can see, I didn't do anything different really.
You just want to like spam disassembling your bones. You will never get hit, and then towards the end you want to spawn the enemy so you can kill just one of them instead of all of them. There's certain ways to set up for it. Colin can probably explain it better.
Yeah, so you can, when these guys spawn at the end of the mausoleum here, they can either spawn on the left or the right side. So what I try to do is just stay over here on the left side, and towards the very end of the auto scroller, I reassemble myself, wait a second or two, and then start moving forward. So that way they'll spawn on the right side, which is the side we need to end the level. And if you hit the first skeleton quick enough, when other guys are like still spawning and they're not necessarily active, it'll just immediately despawn all the other skeletons. You don't have to kill them, otherwise you have to kill like 5 skeletons, and they do like these rush attacks on you that It actually kind of sucks, because they fuck you up. It's about a 6-second time save, I believe. It's not, like, super massive, but it rolls deep as fuck. Looks like RPG moved just a little too early.
Yeah, a little too early. But I did okay.
Yeah, I didn't get the skip, unfortunately. Oh, what the fuck? And then you have to grab that butterfly. I've definitely forgotten to grab the butterfly.
Here's where the glitchy. There's gonna be some more glitches.
Yeah, so what we want to do here is immediately break our bones apart. Oops, which I'm like trying to do too early. But yeah, we want to immediately break our bones here and try to get the arms and the chest piece only, and then we can go into the corner here and just like that. So initially I had found this wrong warp on these platformer levels in a way different matter, but through like a bunch of trial and error, I think like I don't even remember how we found it. I think I found it on like one weird ass map where it was like we were obstructed by all the walls. Oh, I'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, that's my bad. I really can't talk and like do that section for whatever reason. It's super hard for some reason for me. But so not on this level, but the next level actually, there's a little corner, and by complete chance, I ended up wrong warping by sticking myself as far into the corner as possible. And then through that, we kind of just realized that, oh, we can like clip ourselves into certain walls. And when you clip yourself into the wall, it actually allows you to just wrong warp to the end of the stage by, that's kind of bad. So it allows us to, this is like fucking horrible. I don't know what to do about this actually. Oh, I'm gonna lose a shit ton of time. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so we can clip ourselves into certain walls by, going right. So, hold on. I'll explain it better in 1 second. So we go to the side of the wall here, and then if we go to the left, as we like turn around, go to the wall, and then jump, like, I think it's frame perfect. I don't have any true science. It's all like fake pseudo bullshit science kind of, but by like doing that on the same frame, we can allow Mr. Bones to clip into the wall for a little bit, and by clipping into the wall, the game like gives us a failsafe by just sending us to the end of the level instead of getting stuck. So walls that have a ceiling that are too big for Mr. Bones to end up on the top of, we'll just send him to the end of the level. And on this level here that both me and RPG are like coming into right now, there's this weird wall at the end here that I kind of noticed some weird glitchy properties by climbing up with Mr. Bones, but I can never exactly find a way to clip it, like to make it wrong warp or do anything super useful. And then I told and like asked RPG about it, and he spent like a bit of time, and he was like, oh, look at this thing, maybe we could use this, and it happened to be just enough so that we can lift ourselves up on a very precise pixel there, and it's like got just enough roof to clip us in and send us to the end of the level. So it's actually pretty massive, because it's probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest, platforming level in the game. There's a little swag glitch there that I seen RPG find a while back, and I tried to replicate it. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. And then this is... Oh, your stream's paused for some reason. Yeah, it says you... Oh, shit. Oh, I just
tried to fix it.
fucked
I
this up.
noticed my computer was
Uh-oh, I died.
slowing down.
Oh, is your PC... Yeah, because you're, like, lagging it up right now. That's fine. So as I was saying... So, I died, and that's horrible, and yeah. But, it makes... Oh, shit, your thing is doing it again. Okay, so, anyways. So by complete chance, on my first playthrough of this game, I ended up, like, by accident finding this wrong warp, which skips this whole auto-scroller section, which is actually pretty big. And basically you just want to take damage in a certain spot, and then once the bone is, like, about to go off screen or whatever, you want to jump again, and it'll allow you to skip the end of the level. Unfortunately, it looks like we're both having some rough runs here. Unfortunately. So now we get the drum solo here, which is basically just an auto scroller, but it rolls pretty deep, and we can kind of do this glitchy thing. I realized if you start to move Mr. Bones around like real crazy at the very start, you can hit the drums by spinning around as long as like you hit the input for what you have to hit when the things come up. So I like to just kind of spaz out on the drums here and go crazy just to make it like more entertaining for myself. So a visual cue, initially for the Rollin log wrong warp, or as I like to call them, Rollin deep wrong warp. I basically named every wrong warp in the game Rollin deep wrong warp just because it rolls deep, baby. Woo! I think it's pretty appropriate for this marathon as well. But initially when I found that wrong warp, I thought that it needed to be done much later, and then I found a visual cue that allows us to do it really, really early. And it is possible that it could maybe be done sooner or something. The only like frame of damage that seemed to work for me was the earliest one, where is that right behind the rock. Sorry, I'm trying super hard. This game is actually maybe the hardest game to play and commentate. That's why, like, you saw me lose so much time on guitar solo and fuck up all the wrong warps. Like, this is like a serious experience for me, so.
Yeah, I've lost a couple minutes. A while back, I commentated Colin's run while he was raced in a marathon versus Liz, and he actually got world record in the run, which is pretty sick.
I was so hyped too, because I had a goal, like a goal at the time too, and I like got my goal, I think, or I was really close. I was like just short of it.
Yeah, just short of it, and then we like immediately found a bunch of new like faster ways to do skips and save like another probably 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Did we figure out the valley before that race? I don't know if we
No, well, we had the valley, but we were clipping into the
Oh yeah, the tombstone.
So we were going over, like, we were going right in that level for about 40 seconds, and then clipping there, and then we found out, oh, we could just clip this wall right at the beginning of the level. Like, why not just do that?
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. That was crazy too. We pretty much just kept finding like faster and faster setups like as we went along for all the warps.
We found that. I think it was like we just had found the Day of the Bats skip for that race.
Yeah,
so
I think that was like right before that.
So we just found that, and then there's a bunch of other just little tiny optimizations like on disc 2 that we also found that are new.
Also, you'll notice here, I'm kind of like jumping really, really, really high on these platforms. I figured out that if you jump on a specific frame, it'll actually boost Mr. Bones up like super duper high. It's pretty hard to execute though on the fly. It can be kind of sketchy. And then yeah, this is Big Bones, probably basically the big bone your asshole level. Is this level like so? Oh, I got the crazy tech, dude. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go for that. But yeah, so basically right there, you can completely skip that wall. That bone is actually a big, massive pain in the ass. Because there's just a bunch of skulls there blocking your way. And if you hit that at like a very precise angle and like have it bounce off the skull again, you can get it so that the bone will basically clip through the bottom of the wall there. That bottom skull is actually one of these skulls where it won't like dissipate when you hit it. So it saves a bunch of time, but it's really, really sketchy and risky. This is probably the level that like kills most good runs for like runners of this game. So like me and RPG, I guess. More people need to run this game, by the way. If you're watching this right now, fucking pick this game up. Right now, the copies of the discs are being a little price gouged, unfortunately, but it's definitely worth it. This game rolls amazingly deep. It is a lot of fun, but this level can be a heart attack if you're trying to fucking go fast. Oh god, I'm like getting fucked on the last bone here. Nice.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Left 2, right,
Yeah.
and then left on the last
3,
one.
Yeah. I thought it was left 1 and then right for some reason.
Yeah, you're on the fuck ass one. The one that like sucks super bad. I'm pretty hype I got that strat actually, because I really kind of wanted to show it off, but that strat is pretty rough, and it's actually one of the newest things I've discovered for this game. That, and you noticed on Dawn of the Bats, I went just straight to the wall on the right, and an RPG went up top.
Yeah.
Going up top is actually the initial strat that we figured out, but I realized that you can just do the clip right there on the right wall immediately, which is a little bit trickier, but it does save a like minuscule amount of time.
We haven't really figured it out, but the right side walls are harder to clip for whatever reason, just seemingly. But you can also clip right walls; it's just harder.
Yeah, so like in well, I actually completely messed it up, unfortunately, but in Night of the Bats, the very first of those 3 platformer levels, you can actually clip right there once you come down. If you pick up the chest bone at the start and then grab the 2 arms there on the way down too, which would save a decent bit of time, but that wall is so finicky and like very precise that it's not really worth going for. As well as the wall, the big massive wall in Day of the Bats, instead of doing that precise pixel climb thing that I was talking about that we showed off earlier, you can actually just go straight to that wall on the right side at the bottom there and clip in wrong warp the same way as well, but it is like the hardest thing to do ever, and I'll spend like hours trying to get it and get it like once or twice even. It's that precise. Yeah, so you may have noticed I swapped discs. This game is 2-disc game, baby, on the Sega Saturn. Whoa! Unfortunately, disc 2, we haven't managed to really find anything yet. Like, I've found one pretty decent skip, actually, but it's more or less like a developer oversight than a glitch or anything, so it is... Well, we found out that we can crash the game on disc 2, but I guess that disc 2 is just like built differently where it doesn't have the same failsafe, so if you like clip out of bounds or do some crazy shit like that, it just kind of crashes your game, you get stuck, unfortunately. But yeah, please help us out, find us some skips for disc 2.
Come on, Skip.
Also, shoutouts to Joe D'Amelio for killing it in Guitar Hero. Woo!
Oh yeah.
So this song is actually pretty... The music, I think, actually picks up quite a bit in the second disc, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we found a lot of like optimizations and faster ways to do a lot of these levels in Disc 2. We really haven't found any like complete level skip. Like in Disc 1, you saw us just like immediately just warp to the end of the levels. It was complete opposite with Disc 2. It's just like technical gameplay and
RNG.
yeah, a lot of RNG. Especially at the very end with Funny Bones.
Yeah. You'll notice in a few minutes here that either we'll get completely fucked in the ass for no reason or be like zooming. And then there's actually a good possibility that like some of it will go pretty fast and we'll just get staggered by like 1 or 2 parts in it because it's just like completely random what you get. And on top of it being completely random, it's in Japanese, baby, so I don't understand a goddamn thing they're saying.
But if you're playing on English, you die in like 3 hits in a lot of levels, so that's... You have like 3 times as much health on JP, probably.
Yeah. It's definitely not very marathon friendly, although I have been extremely curious for a while if certain skips are possible or if there's more skips on English.
Yeah.
We
We need to do some investigation on the English version, like especially with Disc 2, to see if like, and especially like in Disc 1 to make sure those same clips work.
Yeah, and I think there's actually a PAL version as well that I would like to test out because there is a possibility that even PAL could just be the fastest. There might be like skips that are doable on PAL, and I have basically what is a Sega Saturn EverDrive that I was gonna use to test out the different versions. I just play a lot of games.
Like I'd probably fire it right up and then go to like Little People Village and see if it like crashes the same way or if it like see how that works and see like how all the skips work on the bat levels in this one.
So actually, one thing... So I've been, like, I've been fully aware of this for a while. I just didn't really, like, think about it or execute it so much on this level. But, and this is a tech that I used to do before we had all the warps. And I've been thinking about maybe just doing, like, a warpless run, too, because some of it's kind of cool. But when you're, like, hitting a platform or something, or, like, falling down or whatever, you can kind of stop yourself by just whipping out your magic stick real quick. Oh yeah, and it'll just like you'll see like Mr. Bones will like go straight down and like he won't like stutter or anything. And another thing is like if you're coming up to a small or like a platform that's higher than you, you can just jump on like the same frame that you would hit the edge, and he won't stop running. So another minor time save I figured out by positioning yourself this way. Yeah, I fucked it up. But we can skip this, oh shit, this is actually kind of bad. We can skip this, yeah, that cost me a lot of time, too. We can skip this, little jump here and just go one jump and not fall in the ice at all and run straight across. If we go up left a little bit at the very start and then, run forward, fuck, this is so bad. Oh, God. But it's actually kind of precise, and I think when I was checking it out, it only saved about a second or 2. But, you gotta go for it anyways. But again, like RPG was saying, it's only like, oh shit, like really minor stuff. I've tried to... What?
What happened there?
I went right through the skull and didn't get the skull at all, and I wanted the health.
Bad hit points.
But, I'll get some health here, so it shouldn't matter. Yeah, like really minor stuff. I've worked pretty hard on trying to optimize this level, but it's actually still pretty, like, challenging in a way. Just because everything is cycle based, so aside from just playing the level over and over again, there's no decent way to see like what's fastest. I did figure out here, I had a strat initially where I would just ride the one platform and try to skip these cycles, but then I realized it's actually better to get these both moving, and then we can run across the entire end here. That's like a little minor time save. It's pretty useful though. I would absolutely love to be able to skip some of these levels because it would mean a lot for the run. Like, we'd save a shit ton of time. This section here is not too bad in a speed run, but when you're doing it casually, it can be pretty sketchy because if you bonk like once, you can die fairly easy, and you don't really know the pathway. Oh, see, like that? Like, that's actually pretty sketchy. I might die at the very end. Okay, I didn't. It is also possible to get the sound as if you're like beating the level, and then the ice is like right on your ass, so it's like a frame perfect thing, and then it'll like fucking kill you as you're finishing the level. It's so dumb. Another kind of minor thing here that's not even like exactly a time save, but like a safety strat, is I figured out how to manipulate the shadows on here. This level is pretty fucking horrible, but being able to manipulate the shadows helps a lot in dealing with the RNG. What? Uh-oh, I just got fucked. I jumped on the platform and didn't do anything. So yeah, we'll want to grab the butterflies in the background there for health if we can, if we need to. Like, preferably we don't get hit here at all. Also, you see I had to run to the right there to hit to reactivate the switch, which is kind of bad. Whoa, we're paused up.
Yeah, I had to plug in my laptop. It was about to shut off.
Oh shit. So this is where I mentioned that developer oversight. A little bit earlier in the game, you get a disability here, and it's not like we grabbed it, but for whatever reason for whatever reason the game just gives it to you immediately. I did actually recently figure out a minor time save, which I pulled off there.
Oh yeah!
I fucked it up the first time, but
oh no.
By putting our boat, like rebuilding ourselves, and then pressing the button to do the ability as we're about to get all our bones back, we can immediately do this ability. So it saves us a little bit of time, which in this stage is actually pretty big because we can get earlier cycles now. I just never done it in a run yet, unfortunately. But that's the developer oversight. With that ability, it gives Mr. Bones just enough height with his head to the point where his hitbox is on top of those switches. Otherwise, we have to ride the dinosaur's head, like wait for him to attack, and then after we bait him, jump on his head, jump on the switches off his head. So it's pretty useful because it saves a lot of time to just skip those cycles. This is a pretty awful auto-scroller. RPG pointed something out a while back in the past that I'm kind of curious in looking into, but there's just unfortunately not very many good tools for the Sega Saturn at the moment. I think this is right, actually. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Whoops. And it's that maybe holding forward makes you go faster, and I think it actually... I don't think it makes you go faster, but what I think is happening is the less of the skeleton thing being on screen is reducing lag, and that's making it faster. So this part right here is a part I believe that, even though it's a pretty minor time save, I think it would actually be faster on JP, because you'd want to like keep the bird like top right corner or so. But you really have to worry about your health on English.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh shit. Oh no! You better get that skull. Oh yeah. I mean, that pretty much sums up how both of our runs are going. Right now, if me or RPG were going for PB attempts, we would have reset like a long time ago.
Already, yeah, it was dead like
on like the second level.
like the third level.
My run was dead on guitar solo because I was trying to talk. I don't know why I cannot do that level and talk at the same time. It's impossible for me. I guess I have no rhythm while I speak, so I'll never be a singer. Rip.
Oh god.
Maybe next time we play this, we'll just get Kanos to play the guitar for commentary.
Pew, 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 pew.
Get fucking Kanos on the guitar and Joe on the drums.
Or we'll just find like 5 more skips because this game is like super glitchy, honestly. And
Yeah, that is awesome. I'm a little surprised. I haven't played much, honestly, which I feel like a little guilty about because I do want to. I know the time could go down a bit. I think like my PB is at like a 45, I think, or something. Or no, not 45, 35. But a low like a high 30, low 31 should definitely be doable. Just very, very difficult because of the RNG at the end.
yeah, I mean, you have to have a super clean run. All the skips have to be like immediate, and then when you get to the end, you need to have really good patterns with Funny Bone and like a good skeletism generator.
Yeah. Yeah, the big thing is like I got kind of burnt out because, like he said, you have to have all your skips need to be good. And then on top of that, you need to have a good big bones, which is like one of the biggest time saves.
Sub 2 minute big bones.
Like honestly, the reason my PB is as good as it is largely because of big bones and the end game alone. So, but it's just so hard to top that.
Yeah, a lot of the skips could have been.
Yeah, like the wrong warps and like the start of my PBs are actually pretty bad, but like I said, just that big bones and then the end game is so fucking challenging.
It's definitely like a minute.
Oh shit! I lose like 30 seconds, I think, or like 40 seconds in skeletism generator in my PB. It's so dumb.
Oh yeah.
Like kind of
that
like
one, I think feel like that level needs more research because like it's just so weird that you can get like a 30-second level, like, and then you can have like a 1 minute long level. Like,
so like, from what I can tell, is you need to hit a shit ton of things, and not take damage. All right, good RNG, please. So this is where we need Hito to like translate for us.
Yeah, she goes to bed when we start playing this game. Which major shout outs to Hito because she actually gave me the Sega Saturn at GDQ 20.
So that was actually good RNG because I got the same joke twice in a row, but you saw that, or I mean you couldn't really see it, but the reason I was fucking it up is because I didn't know what buttons the combinations are going to be on. So even if you know the joke, you still have to figure out what buttons to press. And it's completely random.
Yeah, there's like a big document for the English version, like what joke's going to be what buttons. But it's so long, like it's a huge fucking list, and then you take that to like the fact that you have to learn Japanese, and, like what buttons are assigned to what part of the joke.
Oh, I just got really, really bad RNG on that one, and almost hit because of how long the joke was too.
And it takes a while to get to the punchline sometimes.
Well, it doesn't help that he has to finish laughing at the end of it too.
Mm. Oh man. Yeah, overall, like, not a terrible run. We kind of didn't get as much practice. I know I didn't get practice in like I should
Oh god, I haven't played this game since like last time we raced weeks ago. Why didn't that work the first time? I like messed up the same joke. I just played the same joke twice.
It could be like you have to hold the joke like long enough, like you might have done it earlier or something.
He stopped telling the joke, but I guess it'll like frame perfectly.
Frame perfect.
Press the button, like, cause he stopped telling the joke, and I don't know, it was weird because like he was definitely done talking, but it was still too early, I guess.
Pretty average skeletism.
I looked better than mine for sure. So this is the last boss or level, I guess. This part, shit, kind of has some RNG as well. Especially if you have low health, because then, unless if you want to risk dying or die or what, just get screwed like I did right there. Alright, I win. GG's 36-55. And then you get to watch him fuck this guy up right here. Well, he doesn't even do anything. I mean, he basically beats him, but he doesn't really. He kind of like, he turns him, and I won't even spoil it. Yeah, just watch. Take that, you vampire fucker.
Ooh, that was close. I almost got hit. I hate those 5 combos. I think there's a couple 6s too.
Yeah, there is.
Oh god.
Excuse me, but the sun show me a good man, and I'll show you a hypocrite. Show me a hypocrite, and I'll show you evil waiting to happen.
Nice, yeah, that was really
Oh my
scary.
God,
He was about to he lift his hands. Oh, he lift his hands up.
I hate to break it to you. What?
Yeah, see, like, you might have hit the right button, but you did it too soon, so you, like, try other buttons a lot.
Well, so, like, he stopped telling the joke, but I think I, like...
Oh, like, that one was too late. Yeah, like, I did that one too late, where, like, it already was...
Like, he stopped telling the joke, but I think I pressed it, like, just, like, a frame too early. It was weird. I've actually never seen that happen. There's a lot of stuff going on in this marathon that I've never seen before.
I've never seen that before.
I really, literally, like, it was so crazy. Alright. I'm gonna start setting up you guys. Well, I gotta make a fuck. Duplicate it.
Mine should be generally the same. There's probably gonna be more black borders.
Oh, it could work out.
It could happen.
This is just like right at estimate %.
Oh yeah. It could work out. Oh, this just changes. Oh, that's fine. Good job, Canis. I changed the thing and it changed it in the actual feed.
That was good.
Nice. That was really good, Los Endos. Your Los Endos was way better than mine. Oh wait, I forgot to split. Whoops. Oh.
Yeah,
It was sub 40. We both beat the estimate. I just
39.54 on my
yeah.
phone.
It was a 39. I just didn't split because I'm dumb.
Alright, good shit. Good shit, man.
But yeah. Good job. That honestly, for both of us not playing the game in so fucking long, that's pretty good. Alright. Yeah. So yeah, you can just go live whenever.